Okay, the one that I use all the time is mi dispiace, sono in ritardo, and that means what it means. Yeah. That means I'm sorry I'm late. And I really adapted to the Italian lifestyle, and I'm late to everything. I was already late to everything in the United States, but I'm really late now. Let's see, mi dispiace, sono in ritardo, e che bello, che bello. You just say that about everything, che bello.
And what does that mean?
That means how beautiful.
And what are your favorite Italian expressions or expressions people should?
Ciao bella. If you're a woman, you hear that a lot walking down the street, so get used to it.
And what does ciao bella mean?
Ciao bella is hello beautiful. They just say it a lot. It's a nice expression. Or you'll get a little I've gotten some meows and definitely some interesting people here.
Probably ciao, because it's friendly, and come stai, how are you? They usually start opening up if you talk to them a little bit more, and grazie. Always, grazie and per favore. Please and thank you.
I would say, I don't know, mi dispiace, I'm sorry, in case you mess up, do something you shouldn't do. Say buongiorno, buonasera every time you go into a little shop so that they're polite to you. Yep. Otherwise, they don't care about you. Yep. Be polite. Non capisco, I don't understand.
Mi piace, I like. Mi piace, dove, where, you know, you could just be like dove and kind of figure out. The good thing is that a lot of people here, at least in Florence, in downtown Florence, a lot of people, because there's so many tourists, they speak English and Spanish, so it's easy for you to get around. But if you're, you know, you want to practice, you want to be able to mingle a little bit, you know, things like that. Non lo so, I don't know. Non capisco, I don't understand. You'll hear a lot of people saying bello, you know.
What are your favorite Italian words?
My favorite Italian word is probably non lo so. I don't know. It's come in handy so much. People talk really fast here, so I don't really understand what they're saying, so I just say non lo so and they understand that I don't know what they're talking about.
Un cono piccolo, por favore. How to order gelato, for sure. And please and thank you. Wherever you go, wherever you travel, I definitely think you should be able to say please and thank you in the language that land that you're in.
And how do you say that?
Grazie. And por favore. It's important to do this.
Okay.
Well, bellissimo is my first favorite one.
And what does that mean?
Just like beautiful. Perfect, it means like perfetto, like bellissimo. It's just a common expression. And then I know the language, it's hard to think of the words. I don't know, I can't think of it, but you should definitely know how to ask where the bathroom is. Dove il bagno? That would be pretty useful. And I can't think of any other ones. I think other Americans should come and experience living in another country. It doesn't have to be Italy, it could be any country, because I feel like when you put yourself out of your comfort zone, and I know this is trite and repetitive and everybody will tell you this, but really, when you put yourself out of your comfort zone and you really immerse yourself in a culture that's completely different from the one you've grown up in, I feel like you learn a lot, not only about the culture, but you learn a lot about yourself. And all corniness aside, it's really an amazing experience to just live and exist in some place like Florence, where literally every brick here has a story and there's so much history. So awesome. I feel really lucky, and I feel like everybody should at least experience that once in their life.
Cool.
Because you get to experience all the different cultures of different people, and the people that you meet in the programs and in the cities are really different, and it's really good experience altogether. And I suggest it to everyone and anyone.
Definitely leaving their own country and studying abroad would be a very wonderful and positive experience, just to get a different range of how life is lived out through different countries and different areas, seeing a different aspect of life, and just molding yourself kind of brings you to a better place.
I think it's an opportunity of a lifetime. I felt I was very lucky to have the AFS coordinating the program. They were on top of anything and everything they did. But not only that, just being away from America and gaining some new experiences, outside sources, so to speak. Like, actually right then and there is life-changing. And it's something that I think everybody should do.
Why not? It's amazing. It's the best. Because everything that you study in school so many years comes to life when you come to Florence. Everything, all the old stuff, you see it. It's amazing.
To learn to get out of their comfort zone, to stop being selfish and self-centered. That sounds mean. No, I know back home, I don't want to say that everybody, but in America we have this habit of sort of having things handed to us, you know, and if ever in need or in whatever, it's just everything's handed to you and everything's custom made to and altered to fit our lifestyles and easy for us. And coming here to a foreign country, we don't have that, you know, it's not. There isn't elevators in every single building, so we don't have to walk up 6 or 7 flights of stairs. It isn't catered to us and to our lifestyles, and so we really, you know, I really had to adapt and step out of my comfort zone. And, you know, there was a language barrier, there was culture shock, there was all kinds of things, but because I was able to push through that, I was able to grow as a person, and I got to meet a whole lot of really cool people. I got to learn about a culture, and it was really cool because I was able to like slip under the radar and live here in Italy for the past 2 months, not as a tourist but as a local.
First of all, look around you. Italy is a beautiful place. Florence is a beautiful city. There's a lot of study abroad programs out there in equally beautiful places, beautiful cities. It's a great educational experience, it's a great cultural experience, and if you do it, you will go back a changed person, basically, as long as you go into it with an open mind.
All right, anything else about going abroad?
It's a great chance to go travelling around Europe. It really just teaches you a lot about your own culture as well, I find.
The reason why people should study abroad is because you can understand and get around here by yourself, then you can pretty much do it anywhere, especially in a country where they don't speak the same language as you do. So, I mean, if you can make it here, you can make it anywhere, basically, and it's a really good growing experience.
To learn other people's cultures and to see how everything is. Living abroad was one of the best things I've ever decided to do. I've met so many new friends, Italian and American, and it's one of the things I'll never forget.
One of the biggest realizations I've come to see is how different life is and how much alike we all are. Even here in Italy, people are the same. People still eat, people still go out, people still have friends. Life isn't as different as I thought. There's a lot of similarities. I've come to realize that the world is really small after all. Walt Disney had it right the whole time. And it's a big personal challenge to find out your own boundaries, the food, the culture, the language. It's just a new experience. It's kind of like a challenge to yourself.
Awesome, thank you.
It's enriching, it changes your perception of who you are and what the world is. It gives you an actual feeling for who the people are around the world instead of our jaded, skewed perspective of what we have in America, where we just know a few cultures immersed that are all Americanized and not really true. Right. So I mean, it opens your mind to the world.
You really see people grow, and I would definitely say that most people, you know, they arrive one person and after 3 months they go back, often quite different, and usually in a positive way. You know, it can be a physical, even just physical thing, because you walk so much, particularly here in Florence. People lose weight, you know, they change their sense of dress, they look more European, and they just come out of themselves. You know, they've had to face challenges, which has meant, you know, their character building challenges from travelling or from living with other people, living away from their parents for the first time, you know, being in this group experience, a new culture with new customs, and it's character building and you know, can change a person.